Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is the press and we're reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We've now been joined by our guest, Habib Gajo, to help us analyze on some of the headlines we've read out to you. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
All right, viewers, be reminded that our phone lines are now open for you to call in and join the conversation, especially as you see it at your end. All right, Mr. Gajo, there's been a lot on our papers this morning, and in fact, I don't know if time will avail us, but at least we'll make efforts to, attempt them one after the other.
Yes.
So there's this conversation about ECOWAS, Burkina Faso, Mali, and about Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali exiting ECOWAS. ECOWAS has been in existence for the past 49 years, if I'm not mistaken. And now there are conversations that they are now exiting ECOWAS because of some sort of body language from the president. They say the president is in bed with France. And these three nations, we know they are antecedents with France.
Right.
But there are also conversations that Russia is the one backing these three nations up. And they are exiting ECOWAS. What do you make of all of this?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's pathetic and tragic situation. The reason why I say that, ECOWAS was founded in 1975 by Nigerian government in Lagos.
Yes.
Lagos, Nigeria. I think 16 West African states joined, you understand, to enhance trade, security, and other bilateral, economic and bilateral relationship, open border, and so on, you understand?
Of course.
I think in 1990, when Mauritania pulled out, then there was a back and front of 1 year notice and so on and so forth. But Mauritania broke and joined Algerian Sahel group, Sahel region. Now, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu being a president of the ECOWAS, or the chairman of the ECOWAS, mismanaged the crisis, or the military crisis, or military takeover.
Would that be the right description? Mismanaged?
Yes, it's a mismanagement of the crisis. When you mismanage crisis, it escalates.
So how did he mismanage it?
One, how can you give 1 week ultimatum to return the ousted president without any diplomatic negotiation? Secondly, and you even send a threat of another week of invasion. So, do you think these military guys are just afraid of Nigeria or any other country? No. They are in ECOWAS because of brotherhood. You understand?
Absolutely.
It's because of brotherhood. And more especially Niger. Niger is the most worst hit, you understand, in this Tinubu mismanagement, or ECOWAS mismanagement of Niger coup d'etat. In the sense that during a civil war, Niger defended the federal government, helped the federal government to keep Nigeria one. Despite the pressure from France, they even go against their colonial masters. You understand?
Absolutely.
That's how far it is. And now, if you look at all the borders, all the borders of these 3 or to 4 countries that pull out of or threaten to pull out, you understand? Check their land mass, mainly Sahara, and Algeria alone is containing more than 13 terrorist organizations backed and sponsored by the West and Algeria itself. and other countries.
So,
And we all share border with them. So our borders will be more porous now.
so
There is going to be a lot of arms, guns running,
yeah.
arms, proliferation of arms, and so on. And you understand?
Absolutely.
Because as we are now, as a Nigerians, we cannot even maintain our own internal disturbance. Because I will not say
how much more
talk less of
external
more
forces.
You understand?
Yes.
External terrorism.
Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
All right. Lajibe, this is Akim calling from Lagos.
I thought as
And
much.
hello to Mr. Habib.
You're welcome,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Hakim. Please join the conversation.
Yeah, thank you so much. A little bit disagree with Mr. Habib,
Okay.
and to some extent also I agree with him. So where I disagree with him is pushing the blame on President Bola Tinubu. No. The system of ECOWAS has been there even before Bola Tinubu came into power. Remember when Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida had to help Liberia, and all that, the money we spent. So please, let us stick as one Nigeria. So this problem is the problem of ECOWAS. And see, for me as a Nigerian, as a person, I support Niger and any other one of them that are pulling out of this so-called ECOWAS. The reason being that our ECOWAS, not only Nigeria, when I say ECOWAS, cut across the West African that form that group. They, to me, you understand, these people, the issue of corruption, you understand, instead of facing the governance, the real governance across the ECOWAS state, they know that corruption is what is hindering them, and they open gap for the Western people. I mean, the Westerners. Come, don't tell me anything about education. The Westerners are not helping us. That's just the fact. All they want is our resources, and they handle our leaders through the whatever group they form. They dictate to them in one way or the other. So you can see even what is going on now. Some of these ones that are pulling out, they are giving reason even over the corruption. So if they like to join Russia, please let them be until when we come to our senses. You understand? Then we know where we are going, because the world is changing now. And I'm so sorry. United States of America is fueling fire all over the world. And then we have to be very, very careful. But please, whenever we are doing analysis, because this is the way the Western gets up. When we show our differences, when we're trying to blame one for the other, then they penetrate and they scatter us. Tell us, if we want to defeat terrorism, we can defeat terrorism as long as you can speak with one voice. How can the northern part of Nigeria be suffering for this long? But if the northern leaders themselves, they have to come together and speak truly, you understand, and support whoever is in the power, whether it's a Muslim, it's a Christian, it's a Yoruba, it's a Katap, it's whatever. Speak with one voice. Once you are able to speak with one voice, we will defeat whatever that is fighting us. So this is what I want to say. But I 80% support Mr. Gajo, because I love the statement. That's the only place I tend to correct. Thank you so much. God bless
Thank you
Nigeria.
very much for your contribution. We appreciate it. Part of the, I know you want to respond to him, but before
he disagree that I blame the chairman of the ECOWAS.
Yes.
You see, that's what happened when you become a decision maker.
So a decision maker, a leader always takes all the blames.
Yes.
Okay, I think I agree with you on that. Let's quickly get this other opinion. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Chief Ariel.
Chief Ariel, good morning.
Morning. How was your night?
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I want to really salute your guest over there. He has said it all. Whether you agree with him or disagree with him, he has told us the truth. You see, Bola Tinubu mismanaged the affair of Niger. Let us be frank.
Okay.
You say he is the president of the ECOWAS, but the threats he was giving to these coup leaders was unfortunate. He gave the threat to the extent that he from Nigeria. You see, Nigeria and Niger share a very, very important relationship. And I should think of Bola Tinubu was overwhelmed, maybe for being the president of the ECOWAS. The threat he was giving to ECOWAS, it was unbecoming of Bola Tinubu. Let me tell you, Niger, if you look at the relationship with Nigeria and Niger, most Nigerians with the border, we see a lot of things with Niger. Now, Bola Tinubu should have known that there are political undertones. Now, in Niger, when he's putting sanction on Niger, I want to ask a pertinent question. Now, in Niger, the Russians are there, the Americans are there, the France are there. So which one is he dancing to? The Americans were able to be pushing Bola Tinubu to now be telling the ECOWAS that, look, it is your problem, go and fight over there. Now look at what has happened now. Now I am telling you that with a country facing terrorism like Nigeria, we shouldn't have gone that way. Tomorrow you cannot know what will happen. Niger has been a country that has been helping Nigeria for this infiltration of arms and ammunition into Nigeria. Now that we have this problem with Niger, it will be very difficult for Niger to prevent all these things from coming to Nigeria. So it is a very dangerous thing that Nigerians have embarked, especially Tinubu. And Tinubu should know that most of these people in Nigeria, they have relationship with Niger.
All right.
So it is intertwined, and he should be very, very careful. That is my own opinion. God bless our country, Nigeria.
God bless you too. Amen. Now we have those who agree with you and those who do not agree with you. So what do you have to say?
You know, when you want to disagree objectively.
Absolutely.
You understand? Now we cut our ties and relationship with Niger, for example, because of the West. Now, the West, led by United States of America, went to Niger. You understand? Went to Niger and sat with the military junta and negotiate, because they have military base and they have their drones and aircraft for fighting so-called Islamic terrorists at Sahel. You understand?
Absolutely.
So why will Nigeria will not negotiate will not sit with the military junta and understand themselves? Let me give Akin an example. During Obasanjo, Guinea, they overthrow the president, they kill the chief of army staff, and so on. And President Olusegun Obasanjo in Abuja sent a foreign affairs minister, and he was not a chairman of ECOWAS at that time. He sent the foreign affairs minister, the late Ojo Madueke. And before Ojo Madueke would go to Guinea, he carried 4 foreign affairs ministers along with him.
Okay.
They went and negotiated, and the military gave power to the speaker. And transition of, I think, 6 months, and they handed over power to the civilian government. You see, Babangida and Abacha are military presidents in Nigeria.
Yes.
But coups happen, killings happen in Liberia and Sierra Leone, and they sent a Nigerian contingent, the ECOMOG, with their field commanders and their foreign affairs minister to negotiate, and if they fail to negotiate, then military action will be taken.
Okay, so
that's how
you're trying to say that
you understand?
You should have started on the
all these steps. But if Nigeria, if foreign affairs ministry will look beyond ECOWAS and look at the type of relationship we have with those countries that borders Nigeria. You understand? Both by trade, by other relation. Now, for example, if you want to travel, you have to fly the skies of Niger. You have to fly the sky of Burkina Faso. To some extent, Mali, if you are going to the Asia. So, what are we talking now? You understand?
Of course.
It's like we sanction ourselves. That's what it is. Because if Niger disagree and close their skies to us, is what is happening to the United States of America and the West and Israel, bypassing Red Sea. You understand? To go through all South Africa in order to reach Europe.
Okay, but
that is something that we need to concern.
Let's talk about if this is redeemable, because the sanction has already gone out as at last year. So let's talk about if it's redeemable, especially with the fact that these three countries now have supposed backup from Russia, and then they feel like the chairman of ECOWAS, presiding over ECOWAS, is in bed and in more talks and deeper relationship with France.
Yes. This is another issue. You see, Russia is also friendly to Nigeria. If we can keep our relationship with Russia, because Russia needs Nigeria more than any African country. You understand? If they need Nigeria more than South Africa. Okay. They need Nigeria more than Egypt, despite having South Africa joining the BRICS and so on. You understand? And military cooperations and ties, and Egypt, Suez Canal passage or corridor. You understand? But they still need Nigeria because of our resources, our industries, the collapse of our industries. You understand? Russia will play a good role in reviving those industries and companies and natural resources through Ajakuta and gas and so on. You understand? They ought to be our close friend, but things happen. You understand? Government comes with different policies. If Russia is backing them militarily, we are in problem. If Russia is backing them economically, then we have a competitors. We can compete with Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, Guinea, economically.
But which of these now supersedes the other? The military, the security-wise, or economic-wise?
Both.
Because I believe that is when you're alive, you're able to do other transactions,
yes,
right?
Yes, that is why I say both. Because
which means that we must come to the table and have some sort of peace at a point.
Yes, that's what we are trying to tell the Tinubu government, because quote and unquote, he said, "My government." General Murtala used to say.
You make it sound like it's
Murtala used to say,
affair.
"My government." That means taking responsibility. Tinubu said, "My government." So, it's his own government. He will take responsibility. You understand?
So, what about the democratic process of exiting the ECOWAS? It takes a year.
Yeah, it's 1 year. Yes. But if you look at the coup happened, I think, is almost 1 year now in Niger.
Yes.
In Burkina Faso and Mali is more than 1 year. You understand? Some Mali is in 2 years on military regimes. You understand? So that's enough of notice. But they are saying, and the suspensions. You understand? But they are saying, no, you did not apply properly, and that's what happened to Mauritania before Morocco intervened and they joined Sahel. But during President Muhammadu Buhari brought Morocco as a member of ECOWAS, as an observer member of ECOWAS. Why? Because our gas pipeline that we want to go to Europe through Morocco and Algeria. But Algeria is not a friendly country, so we have to go for Morocco. So Morocco joined ECOWAS during President Muhammadu Buhari. And let me tell you, when in Gambia, when the president of Gambia refused to step down after being defeated in the election, he said he's not handing over. Buhari sent foreign ministers and delegation of Africa, West Africa, to go and talk to him. Buhari flew to Gambia himself and said, we have a place for you, leave it for them. This is the negotiation. Nothing will happen to you. Nobody will arrest you. Nobody will charge you. Nobody, just hand over power. All what we need is the power, not what you accumulate or what you want, or what you stand for. You understand?
Of course.
So that's how to negotiate. Nigeria is a peacemaker of Africa. You understand? Nigeria lead in peace, not in trouble, not in threat, not in harassment. You understand? Even we Nigerians, my apologies to Akin. You understand?
Yes.
In less than 2 seconds, Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared subsidy is gone. 2 seconds, and is gone forever. Today is getting 8 months. He has not fixed that subsidy that has gone. You see where bad decision is. You understand?
Okay.
It's not a partisan or tribal or other issues. You understand?
Absolutely.
It's not like that. You understand?
Yes.
You have to trade. And I want to remind Nigerians, what we produce is not what we consume. You understand? What we consume from what other people produce. You understand? Before the colonials, the Western Nigeria and the Northern Nigeria, the economic relation boost to almost 300, from 35,000 pounds to 300,000 pounds a year. You understand?
Absolutely.
Because of change, a Yoruba man don't eat cola. A Hausa man eat cola. We celebrate with cola. Eastern part of the country also do with cola. But Yorubas don't do. But we are buying it. We are consuming it. You understand? There is things like egusi, like other things that we farm in the north. Most of the things are being consumed in the south, not even in the north. You understand?
Yes,
so there is something that joins us together. Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, we join in a border for security reasons. We join economically for trade. You understand?
Of course.
We join in sky for traveling. You understand?
Very well.
Whether cargo plane or passenger plane or any other plane, you understand?
Of course.
We join there, so it's God that join us together. You understand?
Absolutely.
It's the wisdom of Nigeria to create ECOWAS in order to enhance
bilateral relations.
Bilateral and economic and bilateral relations.
Of course.
Yes.
All right. We just hope that something is done to that very soon.
No, I know they will negotiate. They will.
Because you mentioned earlier that you said in 2 seconds, terrible decision, bad decision. You talked about the subsidy removal. I am also trying to remind you that today a committee is being inaugurated to talk about the increment in the national minimum wage.
Which national minimum wage? I don't think Labour did not read the budget. The National Assembly slashed half of the money that meant to increase their salary, wages, and arrears.
Okay.
So I don't know what they are negotiating, but well.
Anyway, the tripartite committee is supposed
to... It's a committee, let them listen to them.
Anyway, I believe...
maybe the government has another source of getting another money to back it up.
All right.
Because you can never, you never can tell. You understand? Oil may hit to $100 and we'll have excess crude money to do that.
Talking about excess crude money, I saw on one of the papers this morning that Dangote refinery to import crude oil, I think worth $20 billion from the United States. I thought we had so much to offer Dangote refinery. So why are they importing?
Yeah, one, there is issue of monopoly. You understand?
Okay.
Two, I don't think Nigeria has a capacity to produce more crude for Dangote. You understand? And I don't think Nigerian crude is cheaper than the one they are buying from America.
How can you say you don't think the local crude oil is cheaper than the one that will be imported? What?
Yes, if America want to use you, if any country want to use you, they will sell it cheap to you. You understand? In order to hijack. That is why I said first monopoly. You understand? It's part of the monopoly. Even the United States of America is monopolizing the gas industry and crude energy itself. You understand?
Of course.
So they have Dangote as one of their best partner, and you know he's their partner. You understand? We all know that he's their partner. So,
all right.
You understand?
Let's move on to other stories because of our time.
Yes.
There's this headline that says that Naira is now going for 1,500 Naira to $1. As of yesterday, it closed at 1,348 Naira to $1 as at yesterday.
Yes.
And then CBN now. They say Forex backlog. Experts weighing as CBN releases $500 million in various sectors. Now they've actually added, they've cleared FX backlog with another $500 million. So how does this impact the Naira that is currently undervalued at 1,348 Naira to the dollar?
Now, first of all, let us hear from the horse's mouth. You understand? It was $500 million. Because last 2 months or last month, when they settled some backlogs to airlines, we had the domestic airlines were saying, no, it wasn't the amount they said. In fact, we are owing 800 million. You understand? But we were giving 62, and which is not enough. And that is why up till today, the price of airline ticket has not dropped. It has even increased. You understand?
Very well.
Now, if you notice, the increment of the ticket of airline per hour is almost $1,000. If you put the Naira equivalent, you will see it's almost $100 per hour flight.
Probably. Okay.
Now,
yeah, that's true.
So now, when you come back to the market, we had manufacturing company NAN from the southwest saying that no, we will no longer sell the way we are selling, because it's not the way we are producing. You understand? Our production expenses has shoot up, so we will increase price of our commodity. Very clear. And even last year, when the CBN governor has opened another window of from M, the man refused to join. They pull out. They say, no, we are going back to Emefiele's policies. After agreeing to harmonize all the prices and have a dual price of foreign exchange, and another window will be open. No, we are not part of it. You understand? So the backlogs always stands at from during Buhari mismanagement of the economy. It rose to almost $7 billion.
What does it say that mismanagement is your favorite word this morning?
Yes, because he borrows a lot. It's squandered the money a lot. He destroy our reserves. You understand? Now, from Buhari to Tinubu, it has rose to $10 billion. And what Nigeria need to protect its foreign reserve in order to give a naira a breathing space, you understand, or compete in the world market.
Yes.
We need almost $7 billion in our foreign exchange reserve. We need over 70 to 80 billion in our foreign reserve in order to balance sheet our export and import. You understand? More especially the import. We need, if Nigeria is serious, if Tinubu really want to work for Nigeria, there is so many things he will do. When he did all these things, then he will now improve electricity, security, and so on. You understand? So our manufacturing companies can be will start manufacturing. You understand? Everything will go. All business will go on, and things will turn around. You understand?
Of course.
And our GDP will hit like 1 to 1.3 to 5 trillion dollar. Then naira will drop to maybe 10 naira.
But where are we supposed to get? Where are we supposed to
we
get?
Have to improve our GDP.
Humongous amount to keep as our reserve from. Because I'm wondering.
That is why I used to say, let the president Tinubu sit with his own government, put a blueprint. No, we are going to suffer for 1 year, 2 years, but after that we will enjoy.
But that's what he's been saying, but Nigerians don't seem to understand.
No,
you already even tagged with a mismanagement.
What he says, mismanagement. I agree with him.
In the last, it's just been like 8 months of his administration.
What he says different, what he does different. You understand? Okay. We will all agree of what he's saying. So so you don't think that the actions are also the one that you have to just bear the brunt and enjoy later? We don't. Nigerians don't need a short-term plan. Nigerians and Nigerian economy need a long-term plan. Our security need long-term plan, not short-term plan. You understand?
Absolutely.
So let us prepare ourselves. Let us prepare our mind that no, these 2 years is not going to be easy for us. You understand? But when we see things are start coming up, our electricity will now start having 10, 20, 15 megawatt. You understand? Then you know something is coming up. You understand?
Of course.
When you sleep 2 days, 5 days, there is no attack, then you know something is coming up. You understand? When you travel, you see road and
it's safe to travel.
You understand?
Let me quickly
you know
get
something
your
is
opinion.
coming up.
Let me quickly get your opinion on this. Some of the actions of the president, because he said some of his actions are not matching with some of the words he says. So there's this statement. They say Tinubu transferred crude oil revenue receipts from NNPCL to CBN. He said his move is aimed at ensuring transparency and accountability. And part of what he said he was coming to do is to make sure that corruption is unattractive. So do you see this as him walking the talk or just the same?
Yeah, because the whole world, the whole Nigerians are asking NNPC. You understand?
But people have been asking NNPC, even from government to government, government to government.
I'm coming. It doesn't matter. You understand? You consolidate your account. You understand?
Very well.
Now, if you remember last week, I think last week or 2 weeks, have you listened to the former CBN governor, Emir Sunusi, Lamido Sunusi, what he said. He said, why Nigeria, or why the president will ask Nigeria, will tell Nigeria that there is no money, or we don't have money, or we have to borrow money. If you need money, ask NNPC. That's what Sunusi Lamido said. If you read the article tweet of last week, he was telling President Tinubu to question and investigate the NNPCL. He started from the 3 billion naira the NNPC Mela carry, went and borrowed in the name of defending naira, and naira is still going up. You understand? What happened to those $3 billion? You understand? And so on and so forth. How much did we sell? How much did we produce? And how much did we sell? Because we have Ukrainian war, we have Israeli war, and price is going up. Saudi Arabia is looking for $91 to $95 per barrel in order to clear its deficit, because of a large project they carry. Okay, but Russia was looking also that $90 per barrel in order to have more surplus value.
In a nutshell, Mr. Gajo, so is he walking the talk now, or is just the usual? Yes or no?
It's as usual, but he has made the talk.
All right, thank you very much, Habib Gajo. We really appreciate you for your time today.
You're welcome. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. All right, viewers, that's all. Draw the curtains on today's show. I hope you really enjoyed yourself, and thank you so much to all those who called in. We really appreciate. That's all. Draw the curtains once again. I'll see you again tomorrow. I am Olamide Alhassan. Bye.